Hello, this is Anam Thubten. My friend Anna Suya has written and illustrated this lovely children's book. B is for Buddha. I have been reading it. It's a really wonderful and fun book to read. Today, I'm really happy to read this to you all. A is from Ananda, the Buddha's cousin, who became an arhat, an enlightened person. Let me offer a comment. Ananda was not only Buddha's attendant student, he was very tender-hearted, good-natured, and who has a great concern about other people, like the Buddha's community. He was very wise and altruistic, and yet he is an ordinary human being. He's a wonderful model and example for all of us. We can all think of Ananda and be like him. And he was a very good student. It is said that he memorized everything that Buddha taught. The reason he was able to memorize what Buddha taught is because he paid attention to what Buddha was saying completely. When we pay attention, then we are able to memorize and learn much faster. It's a great example for us. B is for the Buddha who was enlightened beneath the Bodhi tree. I may like to give a little bit of comment on that. The word Buddha is not always a singular, because we can all become Buddha. Buddha means the awakened one or the enlightened one who sees the way things are, the true nature of reality, as well as one's own true nature, and who embodies love, compassion towards all living beings. C is for compassion, caring for all living beings, since we are all sad sometimes. D is for the deer park, where the Buddha first taught the Dharma. Let me give a comment. Here, Dharma is a Sanskrit word which means path, but it does not refer to some kind of conventional religious practice. Instead, it refers to our inner development of love, courage. In that sense, Dharma is a universal spiritual path. E is for the mad elephant who was sent to kill the Buddha, but was instead tamed by his loving kindness. This is a very beautiful story. It tells us that if we can open our heart as much we can and carry the spirit of loving kindness, and then we create a wonderful energetic field, and we also carries this loving presence in which that people can feel relaxed, comfortable, embraced, accepted, and not judged. That's so important for all of us and for the world. F is for the four heavenly messengers: old age, sickness, death, and a monk, who came to Prince Siddhartha and inspired him to seek an end to suffering. G is for generosity, giving with a good heart, and also it is opposite to greed or holding on. Let me offer a comment. As a human being, we are intrinsically good. Sometimes we can be exposed to lots of pain, trauma at early age, and then we tend to forget that we're intrinsically good. Generosity, good heart are very natural to us. We can all practice generosity and to hold good heart towards everyone. This practice will make us a very happy human being. H is for happiness, and it is opposite to hatred. May all beings be happy. Let me offer a comment. Hatred is like a disease, very powerful disease. It's the disease of the mind and heart. We can never be happy as long as our heart is tormented by hatred. And that's why, if we really want to be happy, the first thing we want to do is to let go of our hatred and to practice love and compassion towards everyone to the best of our ability. I is for impermanence, the truth of how all things change. J is for joy. We should always keep a joyful mind. K is for karma, the law of a cause and effect. If you plant the seeds of goodness, then goodness will grow. L is for love and kindness, the practice of making good wishes for all people and all living things. M is for Mara, the Lord of Samsara, who tried to tempt the Buddha when he was sitting under the Bodhi tree. N is for Nalanda, a Buddhist monastery and one of the largest ancient universities in the world. O is for offerings, gifts to the Buddha, monks and nuns, and all people. Let me offer a comment. In Asian cultures, sometimes the monks and nuns don't have their own belongings. They don't keep money. That's why they walk around and to beg for food. The lay community often offer them food and gifts. So practicing offering is very much considered a good act or virtuous act. In our modern world, what we can do is we can also treat everybody as monks and nuns, even though they may not be walking around in yellow robes, and we can offer them kind words, loving kindness, good wishes. P is for the precious human body that allows us to hear and practice the Dharma. This is very beautiful thought. Of course, this whole book is filled with profound thoughts. Our body is already precious, no matter what kind of body we have. Our body, the body of every human being is precious. Body of every human being is equally perfect, equally precious. It's not like that somebody's body is better than somebody else's body. Q is for questioning. The Buddha taught us to question, what is this mind and body that I call me? Mistake. R is for the rice pudding that Sujata gave it to the Buddha. It gave him the strength to become enlightened. S is for Prince Siddhartha, the Buddha's name before he left his palace to become a monk. T is for the truth. The Buddha taught it brings happiness to speak what is true, useful, and beautiful. U is for understanding, realizing the temporary nature of all things and the value of not clinging. V is for what to speak, where the Buddha gave his teachings on the Heart Sutra. W is for the white elephant in Queen Maya's dream, who descended from the heavens into her womb. This was a sign that she would give birth to the Buddha. X is for the extraordinary mind of the Buddha. Although he was a human being like all of us, he looked deeply into his mind until he realized it is extraordinary nature. Let me offer a comment. Buddha was a human being, just like you and me, yet he was very extraordinary because he had developed extraordinary mind. The truth is that everybody has the potential to develop extraordinary mind, enlightened mind, a mind that is clear, luminous, undisturbed, peaceful, and insightful. Y is for the yogis and yoginis who practice meditation and the Dharma. Z is for the zillions of beings in the universe who, just like us, want to be happy and free from suffering. That's such profound thought, this idea, this feeling that everybody wants to be happy. We might like to sometimes sit and close our eyes and remember that every human being and every living being in this universe have the same kind of impulse that we have, which is a desire to be happy. Once we know that every living being wants to be happy and want to be free from suffering, then we will have this natural aspiration that we can do something, or we hope that we can do something to bring about happiness to all beings. And this wonderful book ends with this prayer: may all beings be happy. This is perhaps the most beautiful prayer that we can utter. This is such a lovely book. Thanks to my friend Anasia for creating this book as a gift to many. Thank you. Thank you for listening.